Hello YouTube, this is Alexander again. Today it's a kind of repair day. I'm trying to fix a Castolin Eutectic inverter welder, and according to the owner of this device wasn't able to weld anything, and I tried to find an issue on it, and actually I made a lot of research, and I found a schematic, but it's very simple schematic. You have here the output for welding, which are a very simple schematic because you have the cable directly connected to the output transformer, which with some capacitors and transient diodes here, and also some LED component. I don't know exactly what is this one, but anyway, what I discover on this thing, it's if you want to test output like this, you absolutely need power bulbs, because firstly I made on this output 220 volts just to see if there is a little glow of the filament on it, and actually only this bulb was not good because it provoke a default, and this temp LED was glowing because this actually what you need to know about an inverter like that. This kind of output need to be short-circuited. You cannot pull a little current when the voltage is high, because the inverter try to understand why there is a drawn current and no voltage drawn. So this is the reason why if you put a very light bulb like this one, you cannot test your device like that. In this case, to understand what happened with this inverter, to make it more simple, because I tried a lot of hours on it. So those bulbs are 24 volt bulb, and they are about 50 watts each bulb, and all those bulbs are connected in series, because the actual voltage on the output of this inverter is about 70 volts, 70 volts, and you need for that to have high power drawn current to see the reaction of this device. And if I connect those wire, you will see the bulb is glow, and because there is a bad contact on this area, which provokes a little current with the maximum voltage, it provokes a default about the temp, and these little bulbs are connected to the fan output. The owner made a repair on it because the fan was faulty, and he connected 220 volt fan directly on the output, and this fan is constantly running. But if you don't have a fan connected on the output, sometimes if you have a very sophisticated electronic, it's able to detect that the fan is not working. Sometimes this is not the case here, but if the fan is not working, you will have an issue, because if sometimes in some devices, if you don't have your fan connected and properly working, your device is not able to working. Okay, so the first thing is that you cannot make a little bulb, a light bulb like this. You absolutely need a light bulb on it. So after refurbishing a lot of soldering points and checking a lot of connection and some components according this height transient diode which is here, and she's not faulty. I discovered the problem which caused the owner of this device thought about the issue of this soldering inverter. Actually, the problem comes from the fact if you have here a very bad connection from here to here or from here to here, this is the cable output. If you have a very bad connection, this device understands that there is always the high voltage on output and a little current coming from the loop, because this device is not supposed to work in this condition. This device is supposed to work exactly like inverters with incandescent bulb do, is that they start with a short circuit. Short circuit means that this device is able to and prepared to work and weld properly. If you don't have a very high peak of current here, and if you draw just a very little current with a bulb like this, just a bulb like this, which is 30 watts, 200 volts, this device is not working. So if I put bad contacts on the output, you can see a faulty reaction. I try to make a bad contact. I cannot. It's not easy. Okay. I want to show you the faulty coming from this LED. So I don't want now. Okay. Okay. When you have a very bad contact on your output, this LED will start, and you will have the fan running, which is replaced by those bulbs, because the original fan was dead and the owner made a new fan directly connected on the main. Further, I will put a little relay here, which is constantly connected, will be connected constantly here, and this relay will command this fan. But for this, I need to have the cable and test the cable, because the cable are mainly responsible for this issue, because there is probably a very bad connection, or very bad maybe the cable is broken underneath the plastic, and maybe it causes this issue. So what I want to tell here is, firstly, when you have this kind of inverter, or if you want to test the output, you always need high power bulb according the voltage of your output. Here we are about 3 bulbs of 24 volts, because we are about the output with 70 volts. And also, if I make a short circuit, this device is able to work with a short circuit, because this is the conception of this machine. So okay, I think the issue comes from the cable, which are probably not very good. I need Monday to have the cable and test the cable, because this unit may be currently okay. I'm not sure. Okay, if this is not the case, maybe it will be another issue. But from the start, I tried to make some soldering on this unit, because this unit has a particularities. There is no IGBTs on it. This is a monolithic IGBTs, and this monolithic is a block of this is one block used for push pull, and this is the H mode, and because H mode, because this transformer has an input which have just 2 wire, and it has a 3 wire for output. This configuration use sometimes H configuration. You have 4 transistors, and this transformer is connected between the middle of each bridge. So what I want to tell here is, actually this device seems to be working despite all the check on it. Unfortunately, if this monolithic block of H mode is dead, it will be very hard to change it, because it's not easy to find this kind of component, because sometimes this is a particularities of the manufacturer to have those components for his proper use, and it will be very difficult to desolder, to resolder it, except if the issue comes from the driver of this MOSFET, which is not this is not a MOSFET, this is probably IGBTs. So okay, this is all what I need to know, I need to tell about this inverter, and I hope this it will be working now, and I just need to wait Monday to be fixed, and to check the cable if they are not broken, because a broken cable means that you will have a high voltage on output with a little current, which creates a default on this device. It was a very short video about what I'm doing today. The weather is very hot, actually. I think I hope to have a better video soon. I hope you like this video, and to see you soon.